In this video, we are going to talk about the ML pipelines and we are going to review what we have learned in the last video. Hello all, my name is Rahman and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video of MlOps series. In this video, we are going to talk about the ML pipelines and we are going to review what we have learned in the last video, like we have learned about what is MlOps, and in this video we are going to talk about the ML pipelines, why do we need MlOps, and we are also going to talk about the process of MLOps. So I'm going to explain that with some of the diagrams. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, let's talk about why do we need MLOps. We need machine learning operations for some of the reasons, like the first one is scalability. Machine learning models requires a significant amount of computational resources to train and deploy that model. And MLOps provides a framework for managing the infrastructure needed to support the large scale machine learning applications. The second comes is the efficiency, reliability, reproducibility, and collaboration. So that's why we need the machine learning operations. Now, in the last video, we have learned about the process of MLOps and the difference between the process of MLOps and the DevOps. Now let's relearn about that. The first one that we need is we need the data preparation, right? So first of all, we are going to prepare the data. So as you can see on the screen here, I have a diagram as you can see, which is first of all we train the data, we prepare the data, and then we are going to convert, we are going to create a model and then put this data into the model, right? So first of all we need the data preparation, so which is that we have to gather a data set. It could be pretty much big or it could be small depending on the thing that we are, depending on the model that you want to create. So first of all is we need to prepare the data. The second comes is the model deployment, model training. Here we have to train here the model, or here we have to deploy the model. First of all, we are going to train the model in this case. That is, once that data, the machine learning model is then trained using the prepared data, we are going to do that. After that we are going to deploy that model. After that we are going to monitor that data, and then we are going to analyze the performance, and we are going to retrain that data. If you want to, for example, let's say that we have created an app, okay, in which we are going to, in which if we enter anything, if we ask any questions, then it's going to give us the data, okay. Then it's like a chat gpt, okay. But here what comes is, in the chat gpt we have the data till 2021. Now we don't have the data for 2022 and the 2023. So for that we are monitoring the data, but here we have analyzed and we have to retrain that model, right? Because we have to give some more data, that is the 2022 data and the 2023 data, and then we are going to update the data, and then this cycle is going to continue. Now we have learned the process of MLOps. Now let's talk about the ML pipelines. Now before understanding what is ML pipelines, machine learning pipelines, let's learn how to implement these things, the process of MLOps. Now as I said, is the process of MLOps, that is data, we have to prepare the data, then train the model, and then deploy the model, then monitor that, analyze the performance, and then retrain the model, and then we have to update that data, right? So we can do that, but how do we do that? Where do we do that? So for that we need a website, or we need an application, or we need a cloud platform, right? So for implementing the process of MLOps, we can do that on the cloud. So we have various cloud platforms such as Google Cloud Services. We also have the AWS, Amazon Web Services. We also have the Azure, Databricks, etc. But we are going to work with the Azure. So this is how we implement the process of MLOps. Now let's understand what is the use of them, right? So how, what are the things that they are going to provide? So the first one is they are going to provide the data storage and the management. Azure, AWS, or GCP, which is also called as Google Cloud Platform, provides the scalable data storage solutions that enable the MLOps machine learning operations team to store and manage the large volumes of data used to train the learning models. The second comes is computing power. Now, the use of computing power is that these cloud platforms offer powerful computing resources such as virtual machines and GPU instances, which are critical for training complex machine learning models. The third comes is machine learning services. So, as I said, with the machine learning services that is Azure, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and GCP, Google Cloud Platform provide the machine learning services that make it easier for the developers to build, train, and deploy the machine learning models. These services include the pre-built machine learning algorithms, APIs, and tools for data pre-processing. So these are the things that these cloud platforms provide. Now let's talk about what is ML pipelines. ML pipelines in the machine learning operations or MLOps refer to a sequence of automated steps that enable the development and deployment of the machine learning models in reliable, scalable, and in the efficient manner. These pipelines typically involve some tasks such as data pre-processing, model training and the validation, model deployment, monitoring, and the optimization. And it's also going to give us the feedback integration. Now, with the word known as pipelines, it's a type of interconnected. Now, if we talk about how ML pipelines work, ML pipelines in machine learning works like a series of interconnected steps that automate the process of creating and deploying machine learning models. It's just like a factory assembly line. Each step in the pipelines has a specific function and depends on the successful completion of the previous steps. The ML pipeline typically starts with the data acquisition, where the data is gathered from the various sources and prepared for the analysis. Then the data is pre-processed to clean and transform it into a format that can be used for training the model. Now, for example, while training the model, we have a large number of input in the form of integer like 1 2 3 4 5. Now, when training the model, when the data is not going inside that model, then we can convert that into some other format so that can be used for training the model. Next, the model is trained on the pre-processed data using the various algorithms and the techniques. Then the model is tested and validated to ensure that it performs well and meets the desired performance metrics. Finally, the feedback from the monitoring and testing is used to update and improve the model, which is then deployed to the production environment. Overall, ML pipelines in machine learning operations enable people to build and deploy machine learning models more efficiently and with greater accuracy, while also making it easier to maintain and update these models over a time whenever we want. So anyhow guys, that's all for this video. I hope you liked this video and enjoyed watching this video, and from the next video we will talk about what is virtualization, what is the use of virtual machines, etc., and we will also try to implement that with the Azure. So thanks for watching this video, and I will see you all in another tutorial. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.